For older adults working to manage blood sugar, minerals often get less attention than carbohydrates, medications, or exercise. But one trace mineral, chromium, plays a quietly essential role in glucose metabolism. Though needed only in small amounts, chromium helps the body respond better to insulin, improving the transport of glucose from the bloodstream into cells where it can be used for energy. Without enough chromium, even a healthy diet may not translate into optimal blood sugar control. As we age, our ability to absorb and retain chromium naturally declines. Combined with dietary changes or chronic conditions like type 2 diabetes, this can lead to suboptimal levels, leaving the body less efficient at managing glucose. The result may be higher blood sugar after meals, reduced energy, and a sluggish insulin response, even if you're doing all the right things. That's why it's so important for seniors to make sure they're getting enough chromium from everyday foods. Fortunately, boosting chromium intake doesn't require supplements or dramatic changes. A variety of whole foods, including certain vegetables, grains, and proteins, naturally contain this blood sugar-supporting mineral. Incorporating these into your meals on a regular basis may help improve insulin sensitivity, smooth out glucose fluctuations, and support a more balanced metabolism overall. Consider the story of Eleanor Pike, a 77-year-old retired librarian from Asheville, North Carolina. After years of managing borderline blood sugar, Eleanor noticed improvements in her post-meal readings and energy after her nutritionist encouraged her to include more chromium-rich foods in her diet. By simply adjusting her grocery list, adding foods like broccoli, barley, and eggs, she gave her body the subtle support it needed to respond better to insulin and maintain steadier energy throughout the day. In today's video, we'll explore 5 chromium-rich foods that are easy to find, simple to prepare, and ideal for older adults looking to balance blood sugar naturally. These foods not only support insulin function, but they also provide fiber, antioxidants, and essential nutrients that promote healthy aging. So whether you're living with prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, or simply looking to support more stable energy, stay with us. Your plate may already hold the key to better glucose control. One bite at a time. Food number 1, broccoli. A nutrient-dense vegetable packed with chromium and blood sugar benefits. Broccoli is often praised for its fiber and antioxidant content, but one of its lesser-known strengths lies in its chromium concentration. Among vegetables, broccoli is one of the richest natural sources of this essential trace mineral, making it a powerful ally for older adults seeking to improve insulin sensitivity and support more stable blood sugar levels throughout the day. Chromium plays a critical role in how insulin functions. It works by enhancing the action of insulin receptors, helping glucose move more efficiently from the bloodstream into muscle and fat cells, where it can be used for energy or stored for later. When chromium levels are low, this process becomes less efficient, and blood sugar may remain elevated for longer periods. For seniors, who may already experience reduced insulin responsiveness due to age-related changes in metabolism, getting enough chromium through food becomes especially important. Broccoli offers more than just chromium. It's rich in soluble fiber, which helps slow the absorption of sugar from meals, and contains sulforaphane, a plant compound with anti-inflammatory properties that may also improve insulin function. The combination of these nutrients makes broccoli a particularly smart choice for older adults working to manage glucose levels naturally. Let's look at the story of James Brinker, a 74-year-old former postal carrier from Louisville, Kentucky. After noticing rising post-lunch glucose numbers, James started making small changes to his meals. One of the simplest, adding a half cup of steamed broccoli to his plate at lunch or dinner. Within a few weeks, not only did his glucose readings improve, but he also felt fuller, more energized, and more in control of his eating throughout the day. To get the most benefit from broccoli, lightly steam or sauté it rather than boiling it, which can cause some nutrients, including chromium, to leach out into the water. Pair it with a healthy fat like olive oil or a squeeze of lemon to boost flavor and nutrient absorption. You can also toss broccoli into soups, stir-fries, or egg scrambles for an easy blood sugar-friendly boost. For older adults looking for a simple, affordable, and versatile vegetable that delivers real glucose support, broccoli earns a top spot. It's easy to prepare, gentle on digestion, and packed with micronutrients that nourish your body while giving your insulin the support it needs. Bite by bite. Food number 2. Barley. A fiber-rich whole grain naturally high in chromium and ideal for blood sugar balance. Barley is an ancient grain that deserves a modern comeback, especially for older adults managing blood sugar. Among whole grains, barley stands out not only for its impressive soluble fiber content, but also for being a natural source of chromium. This trace mineral, combined with barley's slow-digesting carbohydrate structure, makes it a valuable food for improving insulin sensitivity and helping the body maintain more stable glucose levels throughout the day. What makes barley especially effective is the presence of a special type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan. This fiber forms a gel-like substance in the digestive tract, which slows the absorption of sugars into the bloodstream. When combined with chromium, which helps insulin work more efficiently, barley becomes a metabolic powerhouse, helping to reduce blood sugar spikes after meals, support longer-lasting satiety, and improve cholesterol levels at the same time. Consider the story of Walter Hughes, a 79-year-old retired chemist from Missoula, Montana. Walter had been struggling with mid-afternoon blood sugar crashes and frequent hunger after lunch. At his doctor's suggestion, he swapped his usual white rice for a half cup of cooked pearl barley a few times per week. Within a month, he noticed he felt fuller after meals. His cravings had diminished, and his glucose readings in the afternoon were far more consistent than before. Barley is incredibly versatile and easy to incorporate into daily meals. It can be cooked as a warm side dish, added to soups and stews, or tossed into salads for a hearty texture. Unlike highly processed grains, barley digests slowly and won't lead to a quick blood sugar spike. And because it contains chromium, it gives an added boost to insulin function, especially beneficial for seniors experiencing age-related insulin resistance. To prepare, rinse pearl or hulled barley thoroughly, then simmer in water or low-sodium broth for about 30 to 40 minutes until tender. You can cook it in batches and store it in the refrigerator for up to 5 days, making it a convenient, ready-to-eat addition to any meal. For older adults seeking a grain that supports both blood sugar and heart health, barley is a smart and satisfying option. It's rich in fiber, naturally contains chromium, and pairs beautifully with vegetables, lean proteins, and herbs, turning ordinary meals into powerful tools for glucose control and overall wellness. Food number 3. Eggs, a versatile source of chromium that supports blood sugar stability and healthy aging. Eggs have long been celebrated for their high-quality protein and essential nutrients. But fewer people realize they're also a natural source of chromium, making them an excellent food for older adults working to stabilize blood sugar levels. While the chromium content in eggs may vary depending on diet and farming practices, they consistently deliver small but meaningful amounts of this trace mineral, especially when consumed regularly as part of a balanced meal. What makes eggs particularly effective for glucose control is their combination of protein, healthy fat, and low carbohydrate content. Unlike high-carb breakfast staples like toast or cereal, eggs digest slowly and help prevent the post-meal glucose spikes that are so common, especially in the morning when insulin sensitivity may be lower in some older adults. The added presence of chromium further supports insulin function, helping glucose move into cells more efficiently and reducing the burden on the pancreas. Let's consider the story of Nora Delgado, a a 76-year-old retired music teacher from Tucson, Arizona. Nora used to start her day with sweetened yogurt or toast and jam, but found herself feeling shaky and hungry by mid-morning. With her doctor's encouragement, she switched to a breakfast of 2 scrambled eggs with spinach and mushrooms, foods that all contain small amounts of chromium. The result? More stable energy, fewer sugar cravings, and improved fasting glucose levels within just a few weeks. Eggs are also incredibly versatile and easy to digest, making them ideal for older adults with dental concerns or reduced appetite. They can be boiled, poached, scrambled, or baked into vegetable frittatas for a nutrient-dense meal or snack. And because eggs pair well with other chromium-rich foods like broccoli or whole grains, they offer an easy foundation for building balanced, blood sugar-friendly dishes. For the best nutritional value, choose pasture-raised or omega-3 enriched eggs when available. These varieties tend to have higher levels of key nutrients, including chromium, and support a healthier fat profile overall. If cholesterol is a concern, speak with your healthcare provider. Most recent research shows that moderate egg consumption is safe for the majority of older adults, even those managing heart health or type 2 diabetes. Incorporating eggs into your routine is a simple, satisfying way to support better blood sugar control while nourishing your body with protein, vitamins, and chromium. For seniors seeking reliable nutrition with minimal effort, few foods offer as much benefit in such a small, easy-to-prepare package. Food number 4, green beans. A gentle, fiber-rich vegetable with natural chromium to support daily glucose control. Green beans may seem like a humble side dish, but for older adults aiming to support better blood sugar control, they're a quiet nutritional powerhouse. Naturally low in carbohydrates, high in fiber, and containing modest but meaningful amounts of chromium, green beans offer a blood sugar-friendly way to fill your plate with both volume and value. Best of all, they're easy to digest, affordable, and widely available in fresh, frozen, or canned forms. Chromium in green beans plays a supporting role in how the body responds to insulin. Even in small doses, chromium helps improve the function of insulin receptors, allowing glucose to enter the cells more efficiently. For seniors, this can translate to better post-meal glucose management, especially when green beans are paired with a balanced source of protein or healthy fat. The natural fiber in green beans also helps slow the absorption of sugar, providing an additional layer of blood sugar protection with every bite. Take, for example, the story of Howard Mills, an 82-year-old retired train conductor from Springfield, Illinois. After being diagnosed with prediabetes, Howard's dietitian suggested increasing his intake of non-starchy vegetables. He began adding steamed green beans to his lunch and dinner most days of the week. Within 2 months, his post-meal glucose numbers improved, and he was pleasantly surprised to discover he enjoyed experimenting with different herb and garlic seasonings for variety. Green beans are also rich in vitamins A, C, and K, along with potassium and magnesium, nutrients that further support cardiovascular health and reduce inflammation, both important for aging bodies managing metabolic changes. They are a great low-glycemic alternative to starchy sides like potatoes or white rice and can be prepared in a variety of ways: steamed, sautéed with olive oil and almonds, tossed into soups, or chilled in salads. To preserve their nutritional value, lightly steam or sauté green beans rather than overcooking them. If you use canned varieties, opt for low-sodium options and rinse them before cooking. They make a perfect pairing with lean proteins like grilled chicken or baked fish and work beautifully with a splash of lemon juice or apple cider vinegar to boost both flavor and blood sugar support. For seniors looking for a simple, satisfying vegetable that quietly supports glucose balance, green beans deliver in every way: nutritionally gentle, delightfully versatile, and naturally equipped with the chromium and fiber your body needs to stay steady. Food number 5, grapes. a naturally sweet fruit that offers trace chromium and antioxidants to aid glucose metabolism. Grapes are often viewed with caution by those managing blood sugar due to their natural sweetness. But when enjoyed in moderation, grapes, particularly red and black varieties, can be a smart addition to a senior's diet. Not only are they rich in antioxidants like resveratrol, but they also contain small amounts of chromium, the trace mineral that helps insulin work more effectively. When paired with fiber and healthy fats, grapes can be part of a well-balanced, blood sugar-friendly snack or meal. Chromium's role in grapes may not be widely advertised, but it contributes quietly by enhancing the function of insulin receptors. For older adults whose insulin sensitivity may be declining, even trace amounts of chromium consumed consistently can make a difference in how the body processes glucose. Grapes also offer polyphenols, natural plant compounds that support vascular health and reduce oxidative stress, two issues closely linked to long-term blood sugar complications in seniors. Take the example of Dolores Varela, a 75-year-old retired florist from Bakersfield, California. Dolores had always avoided fruit after being told to cut back on sugar, but she missed the enjoyment of naturally sweet flavors. After working with a nutritionist, she began including a small handful of grapes, about 10 to 12 pieces, paired with a few almonds or a slice of cheese an afternoon snack. Not only did her blood sugar remain stable, but she also felt more satisfied and less likely to reach for processed sweets. The key to enjoying grapes is portion control and smart pairing. Instead of eating them alone or in large quantities, combine them with a source of protein or healthy fat to slow glucose absorption. This simple strategy allows the chromium and antioxidants in grapes to support metabolic health without causing blood sugar spikes. Choose grapes with the skin on, as that's where much of the fiber and antioxidant content resides. Grapes can also be sliced and added to green salads, mixed into plain Greek yogurt, or frozen for a cool, satisfying treat on warm days. If you're concerned about blood sugar, stick to red, purple, or black grapes over green ones, as they tend to have higher levels of beneficial polyphenols. For older adults seeking a way to enjoy a touch of natural sweetness while still supporting insulin function, grapes offer a delicious compromise. With their chromium content, fiber, and antioxidant power, they bring balance back to the plate, making each bite a small but meaningful step toward better glucose control. Balancing blood sugar isn't just about cutting out sweets or watching carbohydrates. It's also about making sure your body has the nutrients it needs to manage glucose efficiently. And among those nutrients, chromium plays a quiet but critical role. While it's needed only in trace amounts, chromium helps insulin do its job more effectively, allowing glucose to enter cells and be used for energy. For older adults whose insulin sensitivity may naturally decline with age, getting enough chromium from everyday foods can offer real, sustainable support. As we've explored in this video, foods like broccoli, barley, eggs, green beans, and even grapes deliver small but steady amounts of chromium, along with other important nutrients like fiber, antioxidants, and protein. These foods are accessible, easy to prepare, and fit naturally into most senior-friendly meal plans. When eaten regularly and combined with balanced meals, physical activity, and appropriate medical care, chromium-rich foods can gently support better glucose control, more consistent energy, and improved overall wellness. And perhaps most importantly, these aren't exotic superfoods or expensive supplements. They're everyday staples that bring both nourishment and enjoyment. Whether you're sautéing green beans with dinner, adding barley to a soup, enjoying a couple of hard-boiled eggs, or pairing grapes with almonds for an afternoon snack, you're not just feeding your body. You're supporting your insulin system one bite at a time. If this video helped you discover a new food to add to your plate, or gave you ideas on how to better support your blood sugar, let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Active Healthcare, your trusted source for senior nutrition, diabetes-friendly living, and natural ways to feel better every day.